Think about an equation like 2x equals 10. It's only true if x is 5. But what about 2 times x plus 1 equals 2x plus 2? That's true for any x. That's an identity, a universal truth. In trigonometry, we're moving beyond solving for a variable and into the world of proofs, where we build logical arguments to show these truths are real. This isn't calculation, it's constructing an argument step by step. At the heart of it all are two main players. First, the ratio identity. Remember the unit circle? The gradient of a line is rise over run, or y over x. In trigonometry, the y value is sine theta and the x value is cosine theta. So the gradient, tangent, is simply sine theta over cosine theta. That's the whole identity. Tan theta equals sine theta over cosine theta. The second and most famous is the Pythagorean identity. Picture that same unit circle with a right-angled triangle inside. The short sides are cosine theta and sine theta, and the hypotenuse is always 1. Pythagoras' theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, becomes cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1 squared. And there you have it. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. This identity is your multi-tool. You can rearrange it to swap sine squared for 1 minus cosine squared, and vice versa, which is incredibly useful. So how do you use these to prove something? The golden rule: never cross the equal sign. You pick one side, usually the more complicated one, and you work on it alone until it looks exactly like the other side. Your main tactics: turn everything you see into its sine and cosine form. And if you spot a square term, it's a massive clue to use the Pythagorean identity. Proving identities isn't about finding a single answer. It's about constructing a flawless argument. Mastering these tools, the identities, and your algebra skills isn't just for this lesson. It's the foundation for everything that comes next. You're learning the language of mathematical logic.